Canada's Wonderland is set to open next month, and though it's a filler year on paper, there's still a lot going on. After introducing Alpine Theory last year, Six Flags is sparing no expense to make sure this place keeps on riding the high and kicking ass. So let's go over what's new, what's gone, and some other cool shit to keep an eye on. One of the most exciting revamps is Sledgehammer, which is getting new hydraulics for 2026. This means new pumps for those arms. For a park loaded with famous flat rides, this is probably the best. It's unique, wacky, and it is awesome taking people on this for the first time. On the flip side, it's famously unreliable and overcomplicated. Given the Six Flags ride purchase, it's great to see this buck in the trend and sticking around. I'll admit, I didn't see this coming and I'm glad I was wrong. Mindbuster is also getting its second phase of pre-cut track installed with another 980 feet. This time around, the helix is going under the knife, while an airtime hill is being added right beforehand. My feelings on this are definitely more mixed than last time. If you rode this last year, you know how insane that helix was. I'm kind of worried it's going to be losing its bite, but it's also hard to doubt the gravity group. No matter what, this thing is going to be an airtime machine by the time it's done, and it's already far more re-rideable. The most notable renovation this year is Flight Deck, which is getting everything but the kitchen sink. Included is a new theme, paint, name, track work, trains, and programming. That's a lot. As someone who's ridden smoother SLCs, I can confidently say this should be pretty good. The new trains, fresh from Six Flags America, are shorter and apparently tear through the layout. I'm not exactly sold on the new name, the Daredeviler, but hey, a win is a win. On top of that, fresh coats of paint are popping up across the park, alongside some smaller scale renovations that I've got on screen. Also, if you're enjoying, feel free to subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments what coaster you're looking forward to getting on in 2026. Maybe the most needed change is the introduction of a chaperone policy, applying to guests 15 and younger every day past 4. Apologies to my younger audience. This was long overdue, and I really think it's going to improve the atmosphere, especially during Haunt. If you're looking for some good food, there's now donair kebabs at Lazy Bear, and a couple new desserts. A new drink stand is also popping up in Kidsville, which is a bigger deal than it should be. As per usual, they also have a new slate of shows, which, to be honest, I will not end up seeing once. Now for the fodder. For the third straight season, Wonderland unceremoniously canned a ride. This time it seems to be Speed City Raceway, which is off the map. It's not exactly confirmed the park hasn't announced it, but it's probably gone. I'm glad it is, too. It's a waste of space, time, and staff. Plus, Leviathan's line always reeks of gasoline. If you've seen my videos, you know I'm guessing we see an RMC replace Wild Beast at some point, so I'll have my eyes peeled for markers and orange paint all year. Apparently, we've also seen the first signs of Demolition at Kingswood. For those who don't know, this is the massive theater taking up a corner of the park, and it's been vacant for years. It's starting to hit Pontiac Silverdome levels of dilapidated, and by now, I'm just waiting to see when they actually start clearing out the structure. Kingswood is huge, and they could fit in multiple large coasters here, and more if they want to. We've already seen a ton of markings in the area, and it's a total dead spot in the park, so hopefully something's cooking. That mock extreme spinner from the park survey would be perfect here. There's also some other cool stuff to keep an eye out for this season. A ton of it has to do with Alpine Fury. I'm anxious to see its capacity. It wasn't built with throughput in mind, but even then, they've done themselves no favors. Between faulty gates, a slow-moving platform, and a shitty loose article system, they need to nail something this year. If they can find a way to get a train out every 90 seconds, I'll be pretty happy. Also, more theming was promised for the area, which is primed to be a multi-year project. This means Shockwave and the Flash should get much-needed rethemes down the road. On a similar note, I'm curious to see if there's going to be lockers for Leviathan and Behemoth. Yukon got him last year, so you gotta pay a couple bucks to store a larger bag. I'm not a fan of this, and it's a step in the wrong direction, so it's something I hope the park can reverse. I also want to see if Behemoth is still sporting its single rider line for 2026. It got it randomly a couple years ago, and it just never made sense for the ride. One final point. If anyone even remembers, we were slated to get some kind of water ride for 2026. I have no clue what it was supposed to be or anything like that, but I can only assume the park got cold feet for whatever reason. All in all, this park is still getting a ton of money dumped into it, and it's clearly a priority for the Six Flags chain. Even if that ride fell through, Mindbuster, Sledgehammer, and Flight Deck's upgrades more than make up for it. Seeing this perk remain in full throttle is a great sign, and the pieces might just be set for another big ticket attraction before 2030. Thanks for watching, hope to see you in the next video.